All right, Fall Quest, The Last Corruption. All right. You are on a beach. You don't remember too much, but you think you were sent back in time. You see a piece of paper on the beach. All right, take paper. You take the paper. It reads, "Go to the prison cell B2. There will be a pack from the future for you." Okay, so now we have a quest to find the cell B2, which I think this is a prison, so we have a free tour here. So let's go open the door. Open door. You open the door to the prison and walk in. The warden meets you at the entrance to the prison. There is an alert going over the speakers. The warden begins to talk. "Welcome to our open tour. Unfortunately, something has come up and we need to close. Sorry for your time. Please come back when we open." The guards escort you out. The door is locked. There must be another way in. All right, so we'll go over to here, to the east. Look, we're on the east side of the prison. Nothing too exciting to see here, except that bush with the shadow. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to come down here and we're going to take the gloves. All right, let's do another look. Looks like you can't go any further. All right, so we'll go back to the main entrance here and see what's going on. Okay, so we can't use that door anymore, but there's a path over here. And we'll talk to the man. "Hey, are you here for the free tour? You can go in the prison and find the warden up the stairs." "Well, there was a warning. I can't go into the prison that way. So there's a path over here. We can walk behind the prison." Okay, so there's some doors here. So let's open the doors. Or open door, maybe. You open the door, and we'll take the screwdriver. You take the screwdriver. Close the door, because we're nice. We open doors, we close them. All right, so we got the screwdriver, we got the gloves, we got the piece of paper saying to go in and look at the cell B2 in the prison. We'll find a pack from the future there. Okay, I'm going to save it here. Turret. So there's two ways you can get into the prison. You can mess with the button here using the screwdriver, or you can use the gloves and climb up the pipe. I'm going to use the gloves this time. Climb pipe. Then we're up on the top ceiling, or on the rooftop. Okay, and then in order to open the vent, you need the screwdriver. So open vent. You need the gloves and the screwdriver for that. So now we're in the prison. So we got to go to B2 to find the package from the future. Okay, there's the elevator that we have to get to. Okay, so here's cell block A. And I think if you go to the west side here, so we're going to save it. Prison. There's going to be a guard that shoots you. So be careful of that. Yep. Guard killed you. Thanks for playing. Okay, so we'll restore the game. Then we'll go up here to B2. So there's A, there's B, then 2 I think is on the bottom floor here. All right, there's the package. So we'll Take box. Oh, talk box. Take box. You go through the box and see what's in it. Take a key card and a scanner. All right, so we have the key card to enter in all the doors, and we have a scanner for later in the game. Okay, so we'll go back up. Now that we have the key card, we can go open and go to see the warden. Now we can open this door. Open door. Look, this is the hallway that leads to the warden's office. Look, you are in the upper hallway. And if you were to go the other way and go through the turret door, then you'd end up with that door. So 2 different ways to go to the same place. Okay, so we can open the door to go to the warden. You open the door. How did you get in here, says the warden. We have to go now. We aren't safe. Just then you hear a loud explosion. A loud sonic boom comes from the window. As you look out, you see a nuclear explosion. You see the explosion in the distance and feel the aftershock. The lights cut out and back in as you regain your composure. It looks like the blast turned some people to zombies. What does it mean? Better get out of here. But we have to read the paper. Read paper. Look at paper. You read the paper. It says the security code is 5878. Alright, so 5878. Okay, so we'll open the door. Get past the zombie. Go through the long hallway. Open door. So we can't go to the bottom just through this hallway because the zombie's there. But I'm going to go through the vent up here and then through the door again. Then we can go down through that elevator. Climb vent. You climb in the vent. Okay, then climb pipe. Climb the pipe. Now we're at the bottom. Alright, so now we can go around to the main entrance of the prison and go down in the elevator and miss that zombie. A lot of different screens. A lot of walking. Alright, now we're at the front. So that explosion turned everybody into zombies. Well, not everybody. Open door. Open the door to the prison and walk in. Okay, so now we can go into the elevator. Now that we have the key card. Okay, so we have the key card, we have the elevator. 5878, was that the code? And then we can come up here to the security system and say press 5878. You enter the code in the security system, you hear it disable. Now you can pass through the grate. Okay, so open grate. You probably open the grate with the screwdriver and go in to escape. Okay, so that just puts us in this sewer area. Okay, so now we're on the other side of the beach. Now we can just swim to the other side. So we're going to swim to the mainland here. Because the island is filled with zombies now. Okay, so we'll just go over to the beach here. Now we see a sewer drain. Go into the sewer drain, come over here. Down the sewer entrance, sewer hall. Through the sewer hall. And up the ladder. And this is going to be the end of the demo. The second part is going to be the city. Once you get up to here, you can open the manhole cover and get up into the streets. Thanks for playing the Fall Quest demo. The next part is coming out soon, so watch for it. All right, so there's going to be two parts. So, well, three parts. This first part is just the demo. The second part is getting up to the street here, and you're going to be walking around the city, and you're going to have to avoid zombies. And then, so there's the town, there's the gulch, and then you're going to get to a bridge, and then you're going to find your way to one of the scientists' laboratories, and that is the last corruption. So you have to find a way to stop this coronavirus. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and that's the demo gameplay of Fall Quest. And I'll leave a link in the description below so you can try out the game. And please consider supporting me on Patreon so I can continue making these games and videos. All right, everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.